What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. So here it is. It's springtime. I've devoted all my time and I'm all in on this spring, summer, and fall to start becoming a fisherman for a living. I'll try to, whether it is, tournament fishing, which is probably going to be, or bait making, or anything. There's something in the fishing. I'm all in. But right now my sights are focused on a couple tournaments this summer and fall. I'm using spring to kind of develop my style of fishing and what I am good at, and really focus on I have a cabin on a private lake, and it's just stock full of big bass, and there's lots of structures, there's ambush points, there's underwater structures, there's lots of I mean, I can work on my game from every angle on my style of fishing, jig, finesse, shallow water, skill fishing. I don't use forward-facing sonar, partly because I can't afford it, and two, because I've listened to the pros who've been doing this for years and years and years, and if you want to become a professional fisherman and a good fisherman, I say you stay as far away from forward-facing sonar as you can, because from what I've seen, if I want to play a video game, I can play on my Xbox. If I want to go fishing, I'm gonna get in my boat and go use my skill set to find fish and present a bait to them, and hopefully, tear some lips, hook some big ones. So that being said, I got some breakfast here, guys. Hold on. This place up the road here in Monroe that I love it. I eat there every weekend. Hey, so, excuse me. All right, so with that being said, I got my rod and reel set up. I got I'm using 4 rod and reels. I'm using 3 bait casters on 3 different rods, 2 7-foot medium heavies, and then 1 6 by 6 foot 6 inch medium heavy flipping stick. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why are you using such a short rod with the flipping stick? You need a 7.5, 7. Well, look, I'm trying to hone my skills and kind of make my flipping stick an extension of my body. So I got to be able to get really good at using it. And until I can get really good at controlling a 6-foot 6 inch flipping stick, I'm not going to get any bigger, because I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot. Now when I'm using my spinning baits or my jerk baits or my top waters, I got a 7-foot medium heavy, and I'm gonna stick around that. I don't need no bigger, really. 7 foot's good. Seth Fighter uses a 7-foot rod, and he says it's the only way to go. He might use a 7.3 flipping stick maybe, but I'm not gonna go to the flipping stick until I feel comfortable that I can use something that big. And I'm comfortable using that bait caster and controlling that, and really making that bait work like a natural prey item that the bass want to eat. So I've been stocking up on my baits and my lures. I got other videos out there, but I got an account with Mystery Tackle Box, and I've been getting these boxes for the last year in preparation of this spring and this year 2024 for launching this fishing gig. I'm all in, guys, and I want to record it and share it with everybody, and hopefully I can learn some things. And please feel free to just hammer me, dude. If you guys see me doing some stupid bonehead thing, let me know, and let me know I can do better. Again, I don't use forward-facing sonar. I don't believe in it. I'll get some electronics, maybe some side imaging. I need something to give me some water temperature and depth. But other than that, I'm just gonna hone my skills around the water temperature, water level, time of year, and fishing or eating patterns. If I'm gonna fish the spawn or whatever that whole deal is, but I'm not there yet. Right now I'm focusing on going up this next weekend for pretty much my opening practice for the year, and I'm gonna start hammering my flipping stick, and get real good with my jig, and understand how the fish will react after being cold all winter, and finally seeing something go swimming in front of them, how they're gonna react. So, but first, I want to go over my box. I got a lot of them, but I'm just gonna go over this one because it just came in the mail, and it's actually got some pretty cool things in it this time. I mean, so here, let me just jump right into it. So first of all, this is what really I like, because I haven't got one of these yet, and this is a lure that I really want to get good at using, and it's a chatterbait. And this one is the Clickbait Vibrating Jig by Googan Squad, and I'm a Googan Squad fanatic. I love them, and I fish a lot. Almost all my lures in my boxes are Googan Squad. My crankbaits, my spinners, my jigs, I have all my soft baits are Googan, as much as I can, like these. All my soft creature baits are Googan Squad. In my opinion, the best stuff on the market right now, guys. And I'm not sponsored by them, but I wish I was, because man, those guys know how to make fishing equipment, and they know how to make it for the fishermen of all walks of life. So with that being said, you're gonna be seeing me using a lot of Googan Squad products. So yeah, we got the Googan Squad Clickbait Vibrating jig. It's a white with almost like a pink, see that pink hue, purple hue there. Now I follow Randy Blockett, and most of you are probably saying, "Oh yeah, guys, old man who just complains about forward-facing sonar all the time. He doesn't know shit." Well, he does know shit. He knows a lot of shit. He knows more than the majority of the fishermen out there right now, and he has taught me a lot, because I'm a self-taught angler. I'm a self-taught fisherman, and I'm becoming a self-taught tournament fisherman. But I've used a lot of the videos from Randy Blockett, Brandon Polinick, Scott Martin, Roland Martin, those guys. I mean, those guys just ooze fishing information and skill sets, and it's just, I don't know, in this day and age, I don't know why someone even needs to use forward-facing sonar when there's information is so prevalent out there. It's at the tip of my finger. I can learn. I'm literally learning how to fish in a fraction of the time it takes these old guys. And how do you disrespect them by using technology that just wipes the board clean and turns fishing into a video game with zero skill? They try to tell you that it's so hard to find a fish on the screen and put a bait right in front of their face, and how hard is that? I don't care what anyone says, dude. It's not freaking hard at all, dude. If you know how to play an Xbox, you're a professional fisherman nowadays. But I don't know. I got some professional fishermen that I follow, and I'm not going to mention any names because I will probably down the road in other videos. But oh shit! Hold on, my animals are back. Sorry about that. So I forgot where I was, but we're just going over the new products that I just got that I'm new. This is the 3/8 chatterbait, and I'm gonna really get good with this thing, man. For some reason, I just understand this. I can look at this bait and I understand, see the fishermen use it, and I'm like, I get it. I get that. And I think I can knock them dead. And this is made by Googan Squad. You can tell by the sick paint that they got it. Now I got some lures that I painted myself. Let's see if I got some up here. I might got them. Let's see. There's some in here. I think this is it. Hold on. These are the ones I painted, or I made just recently. Yeah, here's one. Yeah, see, I painted this, and I have to say I did all right, but it's not quite on the level as, say, something like that, you know? I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But the Googan Squad guys, they got it going on, man. They got it. I mean, that's not Googan Squad, but it's amazing baits. Golden Boy. Oh, it's from Carl's. It's from Carl's Bait and Tackle by the Catchco. Oh, Catchco. So Catchco, guys. All right. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've been doing all winter. I've been practicing on making my crankbaits and my jerk baits, and because I mean it's a good way for you to cover water and find where those fish are at, and then you can just set up shop and hammer them with whatever you want, man. Whatever your skill set is. I mean, or you can use forward facing sonar and spotlight for fish, and then call yourself a fisherman, I guess. I have a couple of guys there. I'll be calling them out though. There's one guy who just made the elites, and he's a great YouTuber. But that guy, I tell you what, he acts like he is the best fisherman in the world, but he only catches these fish with forward-facing sonar. So I don't know how you can look at yourself in the mirror and say that you're a fisherman and say, you know, I mean, he got onto the Elite Series, you know, I mean, overnight. It just it blows my mind, man. Look, I don't think I'm ever going to become good enough to be on the elites, but I'm going to try to win some cash in tournament fishing by doing it the way that I was taught, or the way that I grew up fishing, the way I've learned and taught myself in these years leading up to my choice of dropping everything and becoming a professional fisherman. And people laugh at me now, but mark my words, you'll be seeing me there on Championship Sunday there. Anyways, so yeah, here's the chatterbait. This thing I think is really cool. I'm gonna have fun with this. I already know I am. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a pause, guys, because I gotta go feed the animals. But hold on. All right, guys. I'm gonna give it a hold on, and then I'll be right back, and we'll finish doing going through my box and going through my plan for practice this weekend for my opening day, 2024. I'm back. Excuse me, I had to feed some of my animals. My goats and stuff were going crazy. So let's get back to it. Okay, so right now we're going over my mystery tackle box, going over my strategy on my opening weekend of fishing, bass fishing for this year. I'm going to use springtime to practice for summer and fall tournaments for 2024. I'm going to try to knock out as many tournaments as I can. I got a little John boat and small little motor, and a lot of passion to have some fun, go out there and have some fun. Who knows? I'm gonna enter with my John boat. I don't want to do kayak fishing because I can't. The kayak, you're too restrained. I mean, I haven't even tried it, so I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I might love it, but I'm thinking to myself, I got a nice flat front on my John boat to where I can lay my poles down and have my trolling motor right there, and and just, you know, search for fish, um, and work those crankbaits and spinner baits around structures and ambush points and everything that I've gathered, all the information I've gathered on how they eat. Yeah, it's all about water temperature, water level. How much has the water level changed? How much has the water temperature rose or fallen? Is there a lot of abundance of food for them in the lake? Now I'm going to be fishing my pond, and it's called a pond, but it's a pretty big lake. It's a private lake, and I can't disclose the location. But you'll be seeing a lot of it. You'll be seeing a lot of the fish I'd be catching out of there, and it's just my place where I'm gonna go and hone my skills, and so I can go and hit these tournaments and hit the ground running, you know, and just do my thing, and you know, from what my uncle and my family's taught me, and from what I've learned myself, and from what I've gathered from the pros I've been following. You know, water temperature dictates a lot of the fish behavior. And that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm not even getting on this channel to preach any kind of skills to anybody, only to myself, and show you what I'm doing and documenting it. So, by no means am I saying what I'm doing is the right way or wrong way, but it is the way I'm gonna do it. So, and so let's move on in my mystery tackle box that I get every once a month. This, along with doing research on the right baits and hooking up with Googan Squad, or not hooking them up, but finding them guys. I've just slowly but surely just assembled a plethora of lures and fishing techniques and baits that I know will just kill them. I mean, I got pictures of some of the fish I've caught up at my lake, and you know, they're big fish. So I mean, I'm not out there not catching fish. You'll see me catch fish. If I'm not catching fish, then I'm not going to make YouTube videos, and I'm not going to keep doing this. So I'm not going out there just for a boat ride and a nice scenery. I'm going out there to challenge myself, challenge my ability to understand and just take over a hobby, and it just, I can't wait. I'm itching to go. So here we go. The Diesel, this is the first time I heard these. The Diesel Jig football jig. It's from Catchco. They're called hard hat jigs. And trail this Diesel jig with a natural lifelike crawfish imitating trailer to trigger strikes from bass looking for an easy meal along the bottom. Okay, so you're gonna be bouncing this thing along the bottom with the trailer. See, Randy Blockett kind of showed me a method of taking your jigs and kind of trimming back the skirt on them, you know, kind of doing something that's a little out of the ordinary. So you got some little ones coming out and long ones over here and bigger ones coming out, and so I've done that with some of my jigs, and I'm curious to see if that does anything. It really, it just gives the fish something new, maybe. I don't know. Again, I'm going to be fishing a lake that's not pressured. It's only fished by the community around it, which is not very many people. And so, but these fish are smart. They're old, they're smart, they've been there for a long time, and they understand that, you know, if you're not on top of your game, these fish will outsmart you, and you'll be having a hard day out there on the water. But so the Diesel football jig, I'm gonna give that a try. Then we got this amazing bait. This is the first crankbait that I bought in, that it wasn't a Googan Squad. It wasn't made by Googan Squad, because I love Googan Squad, guys. I'm telling you, man, they're the truth. They're the truth. You start using their tackle and their gear, and you're already ahead of the game, man. I mean, they know what's up, man. They put the time in and the work, and they figure something out. So here we go. This is so this dives 3 to 5 feet, and that's probably your retrieve. Probably has to be, you know, everyone knows how to retrieve a crankbait. So yeah, So once retrieving, it's 3 to 5 feet. Okay, it's not just a proven fish catching design, quality, materials, and gentle messages he gives them before they're packaged. Carl's baits are amazing because on top of all these things, he works with the factories to eliminate middlemen and bring you unbeatable prices. That's cool. Proven design, tournament grade, and factory direct. That's what it says on the Googan stuff. It's tournament grade. I'm not going to be using anything, any equipment, anything that is not tournament worthy. And I'm talking elite tournament worthy. This is a very expensive hobby. You guys, I'm starting off. I've been getting prepared for this year, and I've only been able to afford to get 4 rods and reels, which was up. You all know, but I'm getting Abu Garcia reels, Pinnacle reels. I'm getting, what else I got a Berkeley Rock Shock. All my bass pole, and then I got a. Well, I'll go over it more. I'll go over it more when I'm out on the water. I'm not going over my equipment today, but I'm going over my new baits. So this is cool. That's a cool crankbait. Look at that. Now, I don't care what anyone says to you. Hold on, guys. I'm getting out this. This is a very special tackle box to me. It was given to me by my late uncle. It's a Fenwick. I grew up fishing out of this, and it's very special to be able to keep doing it. So I love you, Gary. All right. So I'm looking for, hold on guys, I knew I was doing something here. That's not, okay, hold on guys, just sit tight with me. I know this is getting a little monotonous. But I promise you I got, oh come on, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Now Scott Martin had an interview on one of his YouTube channels with an old school family friend of his who fished with his dad, and I couldn't help but notice how much he emphasized on you make sure your hooks are sharp before you go out in your boat. Always sharpen your hooks, always. And I've come to adopt that that practice from the very beginning to where I know that I do it all the time. I mean, I literally make sure whatever I got on my rod and reel, whatever I'm throwing, is sharp. I'm talking sharp. And I've gotten real good at getting these sharp. I mean, I paint these things, I make these things. I'm not good at it yet, but I'm pretty good at it. But yeah, I got all kinds of extra treble hooks, all kinds of, I mean, I got all kinds of hooks. I got a whole look at this whole Tupperware thing right here. This is all hooks. So yeah, like I said, man. But if anyone's gonna take anything out of this video, this will probably be the most important thing. Make sure you sharpen your hooks. So with that being said, I'm gonna not put this back in the box. I'm gonna put this in my box for my tackle box, my gear. They're going out on the boat. So let me grab that. Another good brand is, well, it's Ketchko, but it's called 10,000 Fish, and it's made by Ketchko. Anything with these guys have very, very cool, realistic baits, swim baits, soft baits, stuff like that. But they also tell you the best way to rig it up on the back. You know, whatever you like to choose to do. You know, you got your Texas rig, your shaky head, drop shot, bladed jig, or spinning bait. Now, my wheelhouse is a Texas rig and shaky head. That's what I'm going to. You know, or if I'm not scanning with a swim or with a spinning bait or a crankbait, once I find them, I'm going after them with the Texas rig. And and this usually works out for me. The drop shot, I mean, I've only seen that really be used. I mean, if you're using forward-facing sonar, I guess you can get the, if you want to drop that bait right in front of that fish's face, and when you see it on your screen, you want to just get it right in his face, you know, so you can. I don't know how that's not snagging, but I mean, whatever. Sorry guys, if you guys are, I'm probably gonna lose a lot of watchers, listeners, whatever, if I have any. But if you guys are in the forward-facing sonar, you're not gonna find it on this channel. I do not like that. I think forward-facing sonar, I think Randy Blockett is 100% correct, and everyone should listen to him. And I think Bass is making a big mistake keeping that in the opens and the elites and that kind of junk, man, because you got these guys looking like they're on a spaceship out there in the lake, you know, 40 fucking screens. Excuse my language. Sorry, I don't know if kids watching. I apologize for that, but 10 screens on their boat when they sit down, then 3 at the front. It's like, I mean, where's your fishing gear, guys? So here's another Googan Squad crankbait. These just look so cool, so clean and cool, man. I love them. But you know what? And another, I'm gonna plug another brand, and that's, you all know KVD, right? The GOAT, Kevin Van Am. I have a lot of his lures. Like I said, see, that's a KVD lure. I mean, that just looks good. It looks good. The color's good. Here's another one right here, right, KVD. And these are the crankbaits I'm gonna be using, depending on what. I'll go to Googan. These Googan Squad ones are more flashy. The colors are more flashy, neon looking colors, while KVDs are more natural looking colors. So depending on the lake I'm fishing and how the fish are reacting, because I mean, look, this is another, this is a lipless by Googan Squad, and this thing is just crazy. It looks like a Ferrari, but you can tell by the difference. I mean, look. Yeah, so big difference, but they all have their spot and time to use them. And then of course you got your wiggle worm or whatever they are. Yeah, these are the, you can always catch fish with these, but I started fishing with these things, man. But like I said, I'll use them, but I stopped buying lures and stuff from Walmart and stuff like that, because it's just, I mean, you're gonna find some equipment to catch fish there, but if you're really wanting to fish and if you're really wanting to get down and dirty and you really want to tear some lips and catch some fish, you got to get the equipment. And there's certain places out there that if you don't want to spend your whole life savings on it by going to Cabela's, there's other places to get it, thanks to the internet and you know, guys like the Mystery Tackle Box guys. Those guys are awesome. I'm gonna probably get when springtime's over and summer hits, I'm gonna get the bigger box, because but I mean, I already got enough lures to where I got enough to where I can work on my game and what I like to do and the type of fishing I want to do. And because I'm not gonna just start doing this type and drop shot and that type and this and that. I'm gonna do what I picture myself at night laying in bed doing off the front of my boat. Okay, that's sight fishing if I can, shallow water, structures, outsmarting that fish. And Hackney, I watch him a lot. He's the master at it. Just, he has the patience, and he just kills it, man. What I like about him is his patience. He'll sit there and just work that creature bait, bouncing it, set the hook, and he rips it out of, you know, tall weeds and throws it back in there, and just, you know, sit there and talk to the camera and just tell you almost on cue, wham, get another one. I mean, he's another one of my guys I follow. I follow them religiously, you know, I'm not going to tell too many stories about who I get my information from, like it matters. I mean, but I don't know. I think it matters. So yeah, next thing we got is some more EWG. Hooks. I'm a big weirdo on hooks. I mean, this is just one little bag, but I mean, you've got to have the right hooks for the right time. And from what I've come to find out, the best hooks you got out there, you got Spear Point is good. You can't go wrong with Spear Point. Or the Harmony or Spear Point for the EWG, because like the Spear Point, they have that weird little bend right there, so it almost doesn't, so you don't pop the hook through the eyeball of the fish, you know. It almost turns it. You get the EWG, the big hook, but it still kind of hooks up like a straight hook or straight long hook. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard for me to explain this stuff more until I get the hang of it, guys. Just bear with me. But what I will tell you on this channel, you will see the right equipment, the right way to fish, and fishes are going to be being caught. Big ones. Mark my words. So that is the truth. This ain't no wannabe fishing channel, guys. This is, if you want to see some fish being caught and how I do it, so like and subscribe, right? Put those back in there. I got another one. These are another cool thing I got offline. I don't know how good they're going to be, but they look like they're anodized, but they're all different types, sizes of EWG. Because I've come to find out, like when you're using using like a creature bait, where it's a thick, chunky rubber, you know, plastic, soft plastic, and then if you want to switch over to like a worm, a Senko or something, you don't want that huge hook on there, man. So I'll downsize a little bit to these, like something like this. That's my freaking cat. Get out of here! Yeah, see, this is the perfect size for if you just throw a worm on the end of it. With a Texas rig, and then put a big long worm on it with this hook right here. It's perfect. Perfect. And then there's a trick that I got from Randy Lockett, where when I hook the worm, I'll be doing more of this later, but when I hook the worm, you just want to hook, just kind of hook the outside of the worm to where you just bury that point right on the side of it, and don't bury it into the worm, because I mean, I think it'll just give you a better hookup ratio. I think so, and Randy says so. And I don't know if you've seen his channel, but you see all the trophies behind him. Yeah, I think he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, again, guys, go check him out if you guys are wanting to see some real fishing or get some real fishing information. Check out his channel. I treat it like class. I watch it almost on a daily basis. He has information. He almost puts out a video a day, 2 times, maybe sometimes. He's been ranting and raving lately about the forward-facing sonar, but I don't. Can you blame him? I mean, look at the beginning of the year for this tournament for the elites. I mean, it's getting bad, man. It's like it's really getting bad. And I hope something happens to, you know, I hope something happens, because I hope they don't keep going down the road they're going with this forward-facing sonar. They got to figure something out. Use it. You know, if they can just use it in practice. But when the tournament starts, man, then, I mean, just put it up and fish, man. Just fish. If you do your work and you find where the big ones are, you're gonna win the tournament. You're gonna get that weight. But what really sucks is when you're sitting there using your skill set to find those big ones, then you see some guy come barreling through and just swoop them up like it's no big thing because you can see them from a mile away. It's like, whoa, how the fuck is that? Excuse my language. How is that legal? Like, how is that legal? That's the thing about fishing, is that's what gave the fish the advantage. You can't see it. You can't see it. Right? That's how it protect. That's what the fish's game was. That's what his weapon was the fact that we can't see the fish, man. We got to go do work to get the fish out and coax them out, you know, put some skill into it, trick that fish into biting. And then, because I mean, it's literally like shooting fish in a barrel, in my opinion. Anyways, moving on. So, what was I talking about? I just got off on. Oh yeah, another good thing to use. I got this tip from Scott Martin. But use scent. Whatever scent you find, doesn't matter what it is. I'm sure it all works. But I think a scent is, along with sharpening your hooks, scent is really important to put on your soft plastics. You know, just put it on your soft plastics, and fish right there, because you want to take every advantage you can, because these fish are smart. Like I said, you don't know where they are. You can't see them. So every advantage you can take, everything you can do, aside of literally turning the water upside down and seeing it, or draining the lake pretty much and seeing everything, don't do that. But use scent, you know. Practice. Make sure you write down notes. Do your research. Don't cheat, but do your research. Do your own on your own time. Almost. Almost. What? All right. I'm going to take a quick break. To you, it's going to be like, whoop, I'm back again, but we're going to talk about, let me see. I'll save that probably when you get back. But like, I get to bust out the Googan Squad equipment stuff, but we'll talk about these when I come back. But I got to go in and tend to my baby girl. My little baby girl is inside, and she's needing her daddy right now. So I got to run in, do my husbandly, fatherly chores, and then I'll get back out here for you guys and jump on this YouTube, and we can get back to going over the baits and cool stuff that I got from Mystery Tackle Box. And go ahead and check those guys out, man. I'm not sponsored by them. I got hip to them, and I just signed up for them. But if you're a serious fisherman, excuse me, if you're a serious fisherman, you're gonna do that stuff. You're gonna do shit like that. So yeah, because I'm any way to get an advantage, especially if you're going against guys with forward-facing sonar. If you're fishing with guys with forward-facing sonar on their boat, you better have some game, or it's gonna be a long day for you. So, all right, guys, I'll be back. All right, hold up. All right, gang, we're back. I had to go in and play the daddy role. All right, so let's just get this going and get this video over with, because it's already gone on for way too long. I got it. What? Never mind. But I got to get up the road and scout a lake, and continue getting my gear ready to where I can just grab it and go at any time I need to. Because I can't just be running around looking for stuff, looking for this and that. So, anyways, let's finish the box. I think we ended it on this the soft baits, Googan Squad soft baits. I can't say enough about Googan Squad. They're my choice in pretty much everything. So if you guys are seeing this video, holla at your boy. So this is what we got going on. I mean, the packaging is awesome. Now, I'm not quite sure how they use these soft plastics right here, but I'm gonna figure it out and give it a try. I don't know if it's a swim bait or I don't know if you can see that. Okay, you got your hook slot right there. You got one in the top too, so I'm assuming I'm assuming you run your hook. I don't got one out here, but you. Excuse me, guys. Hold on. Forgive me for not being prepared. What? Oh my God. My chihuahua just rolled in chicken shit and then threw up on our bed. Okay, Albion. So you're gonna put your hook in like so, bring it down, pop it out to where it sits in there just like that. And I think you just Texas rig it and swim. Man, that looks really cool. I want to rig one up. Hold on. So we're gonna go. Yeah, hold on. We're just gonna go out. Come on. And slide this up. Like so. I don't think I did that right, but oh, there we go. Hold on, let's try that again, guys. Anyways, you get what I'm saying, though. Okay, so. Accident victims need an attorney that listens, demonstrates honesty, and is genuinely understanding of their unique circumstances. The care, attention, and preparation that our firm provides throughout the case mirrors the effort involved when taking on the insurance companies. So there you go. You swim it just like that. I think I got it. Whoops, sorry. And then it turns into a swim bait or jerk bait or finesse bait. You Texas rig it. I'm assuming that's how I'm gonna do it. And you know what? That's a killer. That is a killer. What is it? All right, hold on. Let me stop the video. See if that's how you do it. We'll get back to that. All right. All right. Again, I'm back. Restarted the video. We're gonna wrap this thing up because I've been talking for way too long, and you probably, if you guys are still watching, you probably lost all interest. So, but I appreciate it if you guys are still watching, and trust me, there'll be more videos of me out on the water in my boat. So, but yeah, we went through my box, my mystery box. We got this. I've been looking at these Googan baits, soft plastics, and these things are. Well done, Googan Squad. Bravo. Because, I mean, my gears are turning in my head with this. You know what I'm saying? With this. This is not... They see, that's the thing about Googan, those guys, man. They'll give you a bait that you can do so much with. You know, if you're a good angler, you know, the ideas are just going, how can I present this bait to that fish in a way that he wants to just crush it, you know, and they do the job for you. All you got to do is put it there, right? And again, we can talk about that for hours, you know, but anyways, what else do I got, man? I don't know. I've just been going through. I got all my tackle boxes. All my tackle is getting there. I got all my Tupperware is ready to go and put on the boat. I got my rod and reels going. I got my flipping stick here set up. Now this is a Vengeance Abu Garcia, 6 foot 6 inch, medium heavy. Yeah, medium heavy, 3/8 ounce lure, 12 to 20 pound line. So I mean, it's it's a shorter flipping stick. People are probably looking at me like I'm stupid, but I got good enough. I got good enough braid on there to where it makes up for the shorter. It's just I'm trying to put this bait sometimes in places that are just in between the two logs, you know, like there's this little a little inlet of water or a tree that's fallen into the pond or into the lake, and I gotta flip this thing, you know, this bait right into there to where it falls in without scaring the fish or, you know, or getting hung up around a branch. I gotta be precise. And right now my skill level is not good enough to have a 7'8" freaking flipping stick, heavy, barely can bend, and just fucking whipping a fly fishing pole out there to try to. Look, man, for me fishing, I can get my bait where I need it with this size pole. And trust me, I've caught an 7, 8 pound bass. I got pictures. I've caught 7, 8 pound bass at this lake where I'm going on a 6'6" pole. If the setup's right, if you understand how to be a fisherman, then you're gonna catch fish. Look, and I'm giving myself the best chance to catch these fish. I don't know why I'm explaining my damn self. I shouldn't even tell you what I'm working with. As far as you know, this is an 8-foot pole, man. I'm fucking winging it over there. Woo! Ooh, shit. So all right. So yeah, I got my Pinnacle Soline copper 7 bearing. Ratio is 6:1. I'm gonna write that down. So on my flipping stick, I got a 6:1 ratio. I got to do some research on that. 6:1 ratio on my flipping stick. You know, so I mean, I don't know how this ratio. I'm still kind of understanding the ratios on the real, especially these bait casters. But I tell you what, I can cast a bait caster no problem. I can do it all day with my eyes closed. I've gotten very good at using a bait caster. I've practiced out. Look, man, I practiced out my yard. I got a stream out back. I've practiced flipping. I've gotten good at using a bait caster. I already know how to use a spinning rod, but bait casters, if you're just getting into some serious fishing and you're not good with one of these reels, you're gonna have a horrific time out on the water. I'm telling you, a horrific time. And don't try to pick up a bait caster because everyone else is using it. If you don't know how to use one, stick with the spinning reel. Doesn't matter, man. You can still catch big fish on, I don't know, it's whatever. I'm going off of what I think. When I first started, I was like, man, I want the bait caster. That's what Kevin Van Dam's using. That's what everyone's using. It looks cool. And then first friggin' rat nest I got, I said, fuck this. But no. To become a good fisherman, you got to understand how to use a bait caster, and you got to understand how to use it well. And right now, I've gotten this setup honed down with this size. This is a great setup for me when I'm fishing cover. Okay. Okay. Here's my another. This is what I'm gonna use. Either I'll use like creature baits, spinner lures. What else? Maybe let's see what else. I mean, I'll use a crankbait. I'll crank along with this one right here. It's probably I'll be using the crankbait along. I don't know though, because I got my other 7-foot right here. I'm gonna be using for my spinning. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one for my cranking along with this bad boy. This is my favorite setup right here. I got the. Gotta be careful here. I got the Berkley lightning rod shock with the copper 2-tone, small eyelets, with the Abu Garcia Black Hawk or Black Max Abu Garcia 5 bearing. Gear ratio is, I think it's 641. If I can. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, 641. Okay, so no way. Hold on. So I got a 641 on. Okay, so that's cool. 641 on my ratio. On my Berkley. my Berkley. And this is what I'm going to use when I'm out prowling, open water, or I'm running up and down the shoreline, just a little bit off, you know, not hugging it, but a little bit off in deeper water where I can go in towards the middle of the lake and then out towards the shore, in towards the middle of the lake, where I'm kind of on the barrier where it's deep. You know, I'll keep it about 10 to 15 feet deep, and sometimes I'll let stuff fall all the way down, and then, you know, I'll bump it off of stuff. There's a lot of grass though in my lake, so what I try to do is I try to let it fall. I'll count, and you know, if I'm in 15 feet of, you know, do the math, and I'll let it fall. And if I get hung up a little bit, I just give it a little tug. And if you got your bait on there good enough, you know, you won't get hung up. But if you do, you do. It usually comes right off. But weedless jigs work pretty good if you got your creature bait set up on there and you hide your hook good. And you know what I'm not trying to teach anybody, so you know what I'm talking about. So I've gotten pretty good at understanding depths. I've gotten pretty good at understanding fall rates of my baits. I don't need to look on a computer screen to see it. Sometimes I horribly mess up because I can't see a log that's down there, and I'm thinking it's falling, but yet it just fell right on top of a log. So I go to start my retrieve, and it just sinks into the. I'm like, ah, sucks. So I have to go in and I can't get. You know, there's little things like that, but that's just fishing. You know what I'm saying? That's just fishing. But then what I do know now is there's a structure right there. Gotta keep that note now. There's probably bass around it. Once I leave and come back after I just blew up the spot, I'll come back and hopefully I'll pull 1 or 2 fish off that structure. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, all the old school fishermen, all the guys that I saw fishing growing up, that you don't see that type of fishing anymore, and it's really weird because I haven't been serious about fishing since I was a little kid. I always fished, but I got serious about fishing, you know, when in my mid-20s, you know what I'm saying? So this got me, now I'm serious about tournament fishing now. But when I was younger, I just fished with friends or at party, or when I go out for the, you know, I lived in Skagit County, so I'd go out there and just fucking, you know, I'd fish the river, fish humpies, whatever. Oh, someone's here. Anyways, so 641. So what am I gonna set up on this Berkley? I might set up. I think I'm gonna set up a You know what I'm gonna set up? I'm gonna go with a. I'm gonna go with a. I think a spinner bait. No, I'm going with the. This is what I'm doing, guys. Boom! I found it. All right, so I'm taking that chatterbait right here. Boom. And I'm rigging it up to this bad boy. You know what? And this Saturday we're gonna knock him dead with it. Watch, you'll see. I got the GoPro out. I'll get the GoPro out, and we'll. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. And now this Black Max Abu Garcia it's not the top of the line reel, but I got it tuned in and I got it adjusted to where it's fine, man. It works for me. It works for me, because let me tell you, man, this is not a poor man's hobby. This is very, very expensive stuff, man. And the thing is you can't really get by with that crappy stuff, that Walmart crap. You know, you gotta get some stuff, even if it's bottom line stuff. You gotta get the Abu Garcias, the Berkley. You know, you gotta get that stuff. You can't get the no-name crap. You know what I'm saying? And same with your bait. You know what I'm saying? I recommend 100% stick with the Googan squad. Stick with the squad, guys, and you'll catch fish. So, okay, so on the lightning rod shock, Berkley shock, I'm going with the all right, I'm going with the clickbait, and it's gonna be weird because I got to figure out how I'm gonna tie it up, and I don't know if there's any weight you got to put on it or a trailer that I'm gonna put on it. I might run a small craw, pumpkin off the back, small craw maybe. I got a lot of them. Ooh. This would be good to run off the back of it. the Skookum Squad. It's called the Drag and Drop, natural drag and drop. So I'll run that off. Maybe I don't know. I might need something with a little bit more heftiness. So I'll maybe a brush hog. Yeah, well, that's a big ass brush hog. I think I'll do that. I think I'll run a brush hog off it, but smaller. There we go. Here we go, guys. There we go. Now we're working. Now we're talking. Right. Dude, guys, I'm getting excited. I can see it. I can see what I got my setups. You know, I might cut a little bit off of that. I might cut it probably down to there, and run it as a trailer right off that vibrating clickbait here. And this is a 3/8 ounce. I've come to find out that 3/8 ounce is the ounce you want to just go with. Never fails. 3/8. Just get 3/8. 3/8 ounce. You're gonna be fine. Because at the end, when you're all said and done with the 3/8, and you got your trailer on there, you got your reel dialed in, you'll be fine. You'll have enough weight to get that bait where you want it to go. So, oh, you know what? Look, oh man, look guys, this is gonna be fun. I can go with the Yodo worm off the bat. Yeah, I might go with the Yodo worm off the back. God, that's gonna be tough. I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. So that's it, man. That's what I got in my tackle box. My setup for my rods. I'm bringing up 4 rods and reels, 1 spinning reel. I'm always gonna keep a spinning reel for my jerk baits. I use a jerk bait or a spinning reel for my jerk baits. That's how I was taught. That's why I learned and practiced on it. I'll give you one. I'll tell you who taught me that, and that was Randy. Okay. Other than that, I'm not telling you who I've learned this shit from. That's it. All right. You just know I learned it from somebody. But with that being said, man, I'm stoked. I'm ready to go fishing. So please, guys, like and subscribe if you like this video, and if you want to see some more, cool gear, cool fishing, and if you want to see me getting down to business this weekend, go ahead and tune in this weekend, and I'll drop the video probably Sunday night. I'll be gone Saturday and Sunday during the day and night, and then I'll come home and edit. Depending on how I feel, I'll come home and edit, and then I'll drop the video. And let me tell you guys, I have a feeling that this spring, how it just kick-started, and the baits I have now, the equipment I have now, I'm coming at it way different than I did last year. Last year I came at it like a pure amateur. This year's a whole different story, guys. All right, so with that being said, be safe, be kind, love thy neighbors, give your wife, your kid a kiss, tell them you love them, and remember, it's always a good time to go fishing, right? We'll catch you guys later.